What's up, guys? So, obviously, if you haven't heard yet, like an hour ago, it broke that Bill Belichick is going to be the new North Carolina head football coach. First of all, congrats to Coach Belichick. Um, I know based on what he has said in the media that he wants to go back into coaching, and this is an opportunity. Obviously, his father coached there, so he has a sentimental value to North Carolina. Congrats to the Tar Heels because you get a legendary head coach. But I have one little gripe, and it's a very small gripe. So the guy they fired literally earlier this month, or maybe last month, I don't exactly remember when it was, is 73 years old. Head coach Mack Brown, national champion, one of the greatest coaches in Texas football history, was doing a good job, not great, but a good job in North Carolina. But they fired him. He's 73. They went out and hired a guy that is 1 year younger at 72. What are we doing? So wait a minute. You fire a 73-year-old coach and everybody says, you know what? Yeah, he's too old. It's time to hang him up. It's time to sit down. It's time to retire. But they go and hire a 72-year-old coach. Like, that's a big difference. And everybody's super happy for Bill Belichick, and everybody's super excited for Bill, and oh my God, this is great for Tar Heel football and good for college football. What? No, it's not. He's basically the same dude. More successful in the NFL, but the same dude. Also, he's never coached college football as far as I know. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know in the comments. But I don't think he's ever coached college football. But you hired a 72-year-old coach who has been out of it for a year, by the way, because the place he did work at fired him because he did a terrible job getting talent to that team and actually making it work. And we're all excited and happy for Coach Belichick. The guy you just fired is 73. Bill will turn 73 before he turns 74. You hired the same dude. The same guy. They're the same person. One's just more successful than the other, but they're basically the same age. Basically, both have a hard-nosed football mentality. Neither one of them can really relate to this younger generation, which, by the way, was Bill's problem when he was in New England. He couldn't relate to the young talent. It also didn't help that he traded away the greatest quarterback ever in Tom Brady. A 7-time Super Bowl champion, 6 times with the Patriots, all of them with Coach Belichick, and everybody said, is it Belichick or is it Brady? It was clearly Brady, or Belichick went senile in New England. Robert Kraft fired him, and a year later, after being out of coaching, he's back in coaching to coach college football. Now again, I say this. Congratulations, Coach Belichick. You absolutely... congrats to you. You want to coach. This is an opening, college football. He said on the Pat McAfee show on Monday that he was going to run a college program like a pipeline to the pros. That's great. I just think you're hiring the same guy. This isn't like a big move for North Carolina. You're hiring a younger, by 1 year, more successful at the pro level coach is all you're doing. As far as I know, Belichick doesn't have any national championships attached to his resume. And this is like Saban going to the NFL. It's not going to fit. Bill going to college is not going to fit. This is stupid. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I don't love it for North Carolina. I don't really love it for Bill. I think this is a mistake because Belichick, you could have got a job in the NFL. You don't think Jerry Jones is going to fire Mike McCarthy? He absolutely is going to fire Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy is an incompetent coach. Mike McCarthy is archaic. You could have got the job in Dallas with Dak, and instead you're going to go to college football. You realize you're going to have to go recruit. Like on the road, recruit these kids. You're going to have to offer them money to come to your school. You have to sell a program. In the NFL, you choose the kids. In college, you don't get to choose who comes to your school. They choose if they're going to come to your school. You get to offer them, but then they make the choice. And who do you think is going to pick North Carolina? The only people I could see picking North Carolina would be Tom Brady's kids, maybe, Edelman's kids when they're old enough, and if he ever has a boy, and if Gronk ever has kids. That's the only kids. Maybe some of the other legends, but like the main ones from that Patriots dynasty, which was Gronk, Edelman, and Brady, that's the only ones you're going to get. And that might not happen because Brady may not even like you enough to let you coach his kids. You may not even be alive to coach his kids. You're 72, dude. You're old. You should have stayed on TV. You were doing so good this year. We were so proud of you. Everybody was so happy that you were giving insight on McAfee on Mondays and on Inside the NFL and on the Manning Cast. And now you're going to coach college football. And North Carolina messed up because they take a 73-year-old coach and fire him just to turn around and hire a guy 1 year younger. Not one of these young offensive minds that can help grow a program. But this Belichick, who's 72, is going to be 73 by next season. I mean, you hired the same dude.